a Michelin Man. A Michelin Man is chasing me. Woke up this morning, my tires were flat as flat can be, and my friends all laughed. Wanna say I'm being chased by the Michelin Man.
Welcome, world champions of the Wrestling Hour. Now, this show's been on the air for, well, off and on, mostly on, as I like to say, because in this case, it is good to be on rather than off, if you know what I mean. Or, forget what I just said. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. All I know is welcome to the Wrestling Hour. We have some cool stuff for you today. This episode, though, like I promised in episode 266, this is my ultimate rant episode. So as you can tell, there's nothing on this table. It's not invincible or sorry, invisible. There's nothing on this table besides my hand and some water. Now, once I get started, boy, you're gonna want me to stop because of the things that I talk about. But I think that with this episode, I'm gonna use this hour I have to talk about professional wrestling. And the fact that there are people out there who think that professional wrestling is just, just sweaty men rolling around on a mat. It's much more than that. It's much more than everything that people think about it. Whether, because I love professional wrestling. It's something that I look forward to each week. If you saw Elimination Chamber, it was pretty damn good. I thought it was a pretty good pay-per-view. These guys put their ass on the line every single damn time to go in that ring. They put it on the line. Their bodies, their lives, really, So that's just how that goes. I think it's awesome how they can do that for you, because they do that for you, the WWE Universe. But on the Wrestling Hour, you're world champions as far as I'm concerned. You're my world champions. And I loved all of you who have brought me to this far on the show. This is episode 267. 267, damn, things falling around. 267 episodes. Well, the Wrestling Hour will be that long when the show's done. When this episode is done, not this show. This is a show, but the show to me is the Wrestling Hour. Episodes are what is, But what is the Wrestling Hour? The Wrestling Hour. What is it? Is it me talking on TV? Talking in a chair, on a table, a round table with some water? No, it's not. It's not even my damn cough that won't go away. It's the fact that I love you guys, and the fact that whether you hate me, whether you love me, or whether you want to make love to me, maybe not so much that, but you get what I'm saying. If I love you guys anyway, no matter who you are, you're always welcome on this show. But there are people out there who will make you think that I'm some type of, hateful, mean person. I can guarantee you that's not the truth. They just want you to think that about me. I think that it's more like they're hateful. They don't like me, is what the problem is. And quite frankly, I don't blame them. Let's just be honest here. I'm not the greatest thing on the planet. I'm far from it. I'm not the greatest thing in the state of Vermont. I'm not the greatest thing in Burlington. But I am the greatest thing to ever happen to professional wrestling. Just kidding. I'm not really great at anything. Growing up, I was never really good at anything. But growing up, I was also into professional wrestling. Starting at age 11. I started watching it in 1997. So I started doing it in 1997. Started watching Nitro. I was only watching Nitro. WCW Monday Nitro at that point. And anybody who calls it WCW Monday Night Nitro didn't watch it. Or they're just trying to rewrite history of some kind. So, but why am I saying all this stuff? Why is there nothing in front of me? Where's my usual piece of paper? Where's my blazer? Where's my button-up shirt that I always wear? least I have the past couple episodes. It's because I choose to wear something to do with fire today. Because this is a Seth Rollins shirt, right? Anyone who watched Raw recently will know this. He actually has another shirt now I want to get. But that's that. So why am I ranting today? Why am I ranting about things to do with professional wrestling? Because I love it, and because there are things in this world there are people and things in the world that are not right, or just don't have the right idea about what professional wrestling is. Is it all rainbows and unicorns and purple? No, it's not. But they always do their very, very best in the world of professional wrestling. And honestly, you fans who are happy because Jason Jordan was hurt should not be professional wrestling fans. And the fact that you should not be professional wrestling fans. You should not be. There are people out there who discuss things like, who think, oh, I don't like a wrestler. He's not as popular. So when he gets hurt, I'm gonna just, forget it, right? I'm gonna make sure that people know I'm happy that they're hurt, that they possibly not be able to provide for their families or for themselves. That's just offensive. Some people don't have families right now, not of their own. They have families, mother and father. But some people don't have a lot of support. But they always go out there and try their best. They always try their best out there. I think it's awesome how it's great. And to provide entertainment for us, the WWE universe. And the fact that the people just go out there and just disrespect what these people do. When you can pay for tickets, it does not mean you can disrespect the wrestlers. That does not mean you can disrespect any of the wrestlers. It does not mean you can just, cheer when someone's hurt. Because you should not be professional wrestling fans. You are not a professional wrestling fan if you are excited and happy about someone being hurt. Who the hell are you to think that about? To say that about someone that provides entertainment for you, who busts their ass for you. This is what I think about it. What do you think about it? I mean, really. It's ridiculous. Really, really is. But you know what? I saw something. This is my Tuesday morning bitch. It's kind of, it's kind of morning still, before noon. Here at Vermont Community Access Media. What I tried, I'm not going to talk about anything about professional wrestling. Because what I tried to provide on this show is a positive outlook on the world of professional wrestling. Because the WWE does a lot. They do Make-A-Wish, they do WWE films. But what it all comes down to at the end of the fucking day, it's all about professional wrestling. That's what it's all about, folks, okay? And that's what it's always going to be about, is professional wrestling. That's what this show is all about. As you can see, behind me is a Wrestling Hour logo, or a title screen, my background. Well, that's because, this is my 2018 graphics. You like it? I think you do. Hope you do, rather. But there's one thing I want to say about backyard wrestling. It's garbage. It's garbage. And the fact that there are people out there who think that just don't try this thing at home, they really mean that. You should never try WWE moves. I should say this like every single episode. Never, ever try any WWE moves or any wrestling moves on anyone. Don't try this at home. That's a very that's good advice. Because when you hurt someone, and it will happen, or you hurt yourself, the WWE is blamed. Professional wrestling is blamed. Not just the WWE suffers, but the whole wrestling business suffers. When people do these moves, or light people on fire or something like that, or moves on their pets, Who? What? That's ridiculous. Come on. Just quit being childish. But folks, today is episode 267, and I'm ranting for this whole episode. So get ready, because, you know, that's just how it works on the Wrestling Hour. You know what I don't like? Ronda Rousey. Now, you might ask, wow, well, Nick, why don't you like Ronda Rousey? It's because she could just come in at the Women's Royal Rumble, first one in history, and just point at the real WrestleMania sign and just think she owns the joint, the place, you know? That's one thing I don't really like too much. The fact that I think she can just walk in like that. First of all, little missy, you have to earn your place in the world of professional wrestling. You have to own it, you have to respect it, and you have to earn it. You have to earn it. I mean, it's something where you have to earn it. You can't just walk in and think, oh, just because I'm a UFC fighter, former UFC fighter, former judo champion, whatever, that does not matter. You have to earn your spot in the world of professional wrestling. You have to earn your spot in the world of wrestling. I can say that so many times, but it doesn't make it any less true. I cannot say it, and it doesn't make it any less true. So people need to realize that the world of professional wrestling is something that is really, it's something special. I really think it's something special where there are things out there that people are just disrespectful to the world of professional wrestling. I don't like that. Now, is it all about, gumdrops and rainbows and, unicorns? No, it's not. But there are people who judge professional wrestling for the wrong reasons. People judge people for the wrong reasons too. You cannot like someone, say you don't like, I don't know, your neighbor or me, for example. You probably hate me for the wrong reasons. Hate me because I'm freaking awesome. Hate me because I'm me. Although, you know why you hate me? It's because I am awesome. I am freaking amazing. Because I have a TV show. In fact, I have 3. That's 3 TV shows, folks. That is 3 TV shows. That is 3. Yes, I'm Stormraiser. Yes, I'm Nicky the Nick. But I'm also, at the end of the day, I'm a professional wrestling fan. And I will do anything for this show. This show really is what drives me. Without this show, I don't think Nicky the Nerd or Stormraiser would happen. I mean, let's just be honest. This show is the flagship of all my shows that I've done. Nicky the Nerd, Stormraiser, This Is How Liberty Dies, Mysteries of the Deep, and The Wrestling Hour. This is my very first show. This is something I'll always love and I'll always do for the rest of my life because of, people say, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. I'll be here for you for the rest of the time. The thing is, though, I actually mean it. When I say I'm going to be here at VCAM for as long as VCAM is around, if VCAM's around for longer than I live, I'm going to do this the rest of my life. Because there are things that I love about professional wrestling, and I love everything about public access. And the fact that there are people out there who disrespect, I don't mean to yell, but there are people out there who disrespect both of those things. If you disrespect one, you're disrespecting the other, and you might as well disrespect them both. Because there are just things out there, I just don't get it. I mean, anyone who comes on public access, community television, VCAM, or any other public access station throughout the country. VCAM's the best, but and they disrespect it. It's like, who the hell are you? You haven't tried it. That's because you are afraid. I imagine people are afraid of doing TV. Oh, I don't want to do TV. That seems hard. I don't want people to know, my imperfections. I am very, very flawed. This show's flawed. VCAM isn't, because VCAM is perfect. But let's just be honest here. I am a very flawed person. Very flawed. I have my imperfections, as everyone does. So does professional wrestling. So this is how that goes, folks. But welcome. If you just tuned in, channeling Tony Schiavone here, where the hell have you been? It's the Wrestling Hour, episode 267. I'm going to do the rest of my episodes like this. Which, by the way, I'm hoping today's 267. Do you think I could get to 300 this year? I think I can. But we will see. Now you may ask me, where's Nick? Where's your phone? You're usually on your cell phone. Well, guess what? That's done. Notice the hats are no longer here too. It's the fact that and I've said it before, being on your phone, on your TV, even just doing Facebook or whatever, is disrespectful. Tell that to Nicky the Nerd, though. He stole my phone, little punk. But I think the fact that you can just come on here, I can say anything I want right now. To a degree, I can. I can't say like, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. I can't make any threats. I can't make anything stupid like that. And I won't. There are things I won't say. Like there are people out there who will just say, anything that blabs out of their mouth, because they don't know what to say on TV. But the thing is, though, everyone needs to have a subject when they're on VCAM. Have a subject. My subject happened to be something I love, which is professional wrestling. I try to inform people each and every single week about, or each and every single time I'm on, about the world of professional wrestling. Because I was asked, when I first started the show, here's a bit of an inside story, behind the scenes story. When I first started the show, making the graphics for it, back in the fall of 2007, I was, 2007, I've been on that long. 2007 was a good year. Well, when I first started making the graphics, there was someone in the room with me, and they were saying, is this going to be about wrestling or wrestling? Well, there's not really much of a difference. But take it this way. WCW was wrestling. WWE or WWF at the time is wrestling. So, well, you could say that the professional wrestling was a WW or WCW, and the fact that there are WWF at the time. There was WWF. That was sports entertainment at the time. So that's how that goes, folks. Anyway, on to something new. This is the world of professional wrestling in the show. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But the world of professional wrestling is what the show is all about. And if you think it's funny when the wrestler gets hurt, or when the wrestler just gets hurt, or when they can no longer provide, when they get hurt, like Jason Jordan, Kurt Angle's son, not really his son, but Kurt Angle had a damn good point. You should not be in the world of professional wrestling. You should not be at a professional wrestling event and say that things are okay. I think it's okay to just cheer and go, yes, 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 whenever someone gets hurt. It's not okay. And the fact that you can boo and cheer whoever you want. That's the whole freaking point. But when you cheer when someone is hurt, that's not okay. It's not cool, and it's not something a wrestling fan should do. But I think, I think every wrestling fan has a good heart, because I think that that's what it's all about, folks. Enjoying the television that's put in front of you. Enjoying the entertainment that these wrestlers put on. Enjoying the great stuff that these guys do. That's how that goes, folks. Oh, boy. Good episode, huh? I think so. Besides, you gotta believe in yourself in the world of professional wrestling. You gotta believe in yourself. When you enter the very vast world of professional wrestling, you have to believe in yourself. You gotta believe in yourself. You gotta do everything you can to make sure that you make it. Some wrestlers don't make it. Some wrestlers don't make it to the top. They never will. But there are wrestlers who will always be at the top, like John Cena or Roman Reigns or whatever, who are, So it's something where, oh, excuse me. Anyways, there's something where if you're cheering when someone's hurt, that's not a good thing. And you shouldn't be a professional wrestling fan. If you're going to do that, do not be a professional wrestling fan. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Wow, that's a first. Hiccups. That's a first. Hiccups on the show. But folks, let's talk about wrestling. Do you wanna talk about wrestling? I'm sorry, guys. It's not in it for today. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about it while these guys go out there and bust their ass for you, the WWE Universe, while you are my world champions of the Wrestling Hour. And I love you all who, even if you hate me, you call in, call me a fag. And if you call in and, if you call in and say this episode's great, it was nice talking to you, like the Boston hat and shirt guy. Yeah, I remember he called in. I met him. He called in on the prank call episode. Remember that? He called in on the prank call episode. I love that episode. Such a good episode. But then again, all this episode, all the 200 plus episodes of this show are something that I hold very dear and here, because I love this show. It's something I love doing, and I love the world of professional wrestling. I love it. And the very fact that there are people out there who disrespect it, who treat it like trash, who say wrestling fans are trash. First of all, who in the blue hell do you think you are? You don't matter. The people who say professional wrestling is garbage, you don't matter. At least not to this show. Because there are people out there who love this show, who love it, love it. And the people out there who hate me, who hate the show. But you do not listen to those kind of people, because negativity is, negative. And you don't want anything to do with that kind of stuff. So I think what you should do, if someone treats you like garbage, just walk away. This is the best thing. But when they talk wrestling is garbage, then say something. That's the best you can do. The best thing you can do for me, for Nick, is watch this show. Watch this show and be good. Just kidding. We're not at the end of the show yet, so don't leave. Come back. Well, it's something that I just love you all. I love you all who do this show, who have done the show with me, who watch the show, who are loyal viewers. I just love you all. I know this show has changed over the years, but it'll never change because of you. And I'll never stop doing this show. I'll make a promise to you all. I make a promise that I will do this show up until the day I die. Because Professional wrestling, as far as I know, ain't going anywhere. And guess what? Neither am I. Because I love each and every single one of you. Yeah, you. Who love this show, who just love it. And I love you all who honestly, if I could buy each and every single one of you a slice of pizza, I would. But I don't have that much money. But so that'd be a couple thousand people. I think. By the way, you can see this show on YouTube. They just put up to 266th episode. And you can see, excuse me, folks. I'm sorry about my throat's a little dry today. You can see this show on YouTube at Vermont Cam is the official YouTube channel of VCAM, Vermont Community Access Media. You can come on, you can even come on the show, and then you'll be on YouTube. So pretty neat. You can just go on vermontcam.org, or you can go on Vermont Cam on YouTube and look up. They have a bunch of shows there. I think they have Artful Word on there. I think, they have the Wrestling Hour, Stormwazer, and Nikki the Niece on there. And they have a lot of cool stuff on there. So check out vermontcam.org and VCAM on YouTube because it's just awesome. It's good stuff. So they make a good commercial for VCAM. You know what? I have a suggestion for VCAM. You could, instead of having just the staff do the holiday thing for the show or for the channel, you could have each and every single producer come in and tape something, record something for their show or for the channel. When the holiday season comes around, whatever holiday they might celebrate or might observe, they could just say Kwanzaa or Christmas or Hanukkah, for example. They could come in and do each and every single one, or both, or just one. I personally would do Christmas. That's what I do. That's what I believe in. That's what I do. So it's just an idea. You could have Christmas music in the background, and you could. I'm sorry, non-copyrighted Christmas music, because you can't have copyrighted Christmas music here. But folks, hope you all enjoying the show. I enjoy you when you come up to me and say, "Hey Nick, I love the show." "Hey Nick, you should die." Something like that. People never actually said that before. Not to my face. No, they just come on TV and say that kind of stuff. No, they should. I've never heard I should die, but I have heard some pretty interesting things throughout the years. Still kind of do from time to time, but I don't listen to that. What I listen to is you guys who watch this show loyally. All my loyal viewers from the bottom of my nerdy hearts. Yes. From the bottom of my wrestling ring, I love you all very much. Hope you all have a good couple weeks. I think spring's coming. Spring is coming, so it's going to be easier for me to do this show. So it's going to be easier for me to do the show. So that's just, if you want to come on the show, the best way to reach me is on Facebook, Nick Brissette. And the best way to reach me here at VCAM is through VCAM. You can email VCAM, I think it's vcam@vermontcam.org, and you can email them, email VCAM, let them know you want to be on the show, or you can contact me on Facebook. So that's the best way to do it. And if you want to be on the show, want to co-host for an episode, many episodes, I had Steve on for like 4 or 5 years. So I had a lot of co-hosts throughout the years. Some were good, some not so good. But I always try my best when I'm on this show, when I'm on this show with you guys. I love you all. And I love you all because it's just awesome. My world champions, I love you all. So, wow. It's a lot of talking, isn't it? Let's stretch. Been watching a while. Been watching a while, I'm sure. Let's stretch. Stretchy time. Whew, I didn't need to stretch. Wow. Well, let's talk about the Elimination Chamber. pay-per-view was this past Sunday. Next stop is Fastlane, about 2.5 weeks. Not this Sunday, but Sunday after, where AJ Styles will defend his WWE Championship against 4 other competitors for the WWE Championship. Now, who do I think could win that match? I honestly have no flipping idea. I have no idea at all. Well, I think you all should tune in to the Wrestling Hour, then go watch WWE Fastlane. You get which is exclusively on the WWE Network. You can always get the WWE Network. You could you saw those FD cards at GameStop and at FYE, I think. Oh wait, that closed down, didn't it? Walmart, I think they have at Walmart. I think they have Walmart. I'm not sure. I'm not telling you to. I'm telling you how to get them. It's a really good. It's really a good resource for this show, because I was watching an old WCW Monday Nitro from 1998, and it was really well made. It's really well done. So, anyways, guys, hope you're all having a good day. My world champions, because you're my world champs on this show. I love you all very much. Who call in, who have called in, and who are awesome people. I love you all very much. And let's get this show started, even though it started like 40 minutes ago. So, I just can't say enough good things about you guys who watch this show, okay? Cool. Get it? Got it? Good. Well, would you guys like the background? I kind of like it. It's not our wrestling. The Wrestling Hour. Love it. I love it. I hit the microphone. I just love it all. I just love it all. I love you all, guys. Damn. I'm just very grateful to be on this show, be a part of VCAM. I'm very, very grateful. And I'm grateful for the world of professional wrestling as well. So, that's that, folks. Now, not just WWE, but, all the wrestlers out there who are in the WWE, any other wrestling promotion, you are awesome. And I do this show for you, for the wrestlers and wrestling fans of Burlington. And hope you guys love it too, because I love it. I love doing this show. That's just how that goes. Well, next segment. I was thinking about something. What do you want to see for 2018 for the Wrestling Hour? What do you want to see? I want to do an outside show, an outside episode. That's what I want. On a really clear day, do an outside episode, maybe right outside of VCAM. We'll see. Probably not, but we'll see. I think I want to do some different things for 2018. By the way, catch the next Nikki the Nerd. It's going to be funny. I guarantee it. But, it's really awesome. You can come to VCAM. You can rent equipment. You can rent a tripod. You can rent a camera. Whatever you want to rent here, you can pretty much rent. You can even rent me out. Not really. But you can even rent a Nick. Not so much, but guys. It's now 12 noon. Man, I have a ways to go. Well, you know what? Oh, sorry. There's some sand stuff in my eyes. Let's just, you know what? Forget this. I'm going to talk about the world of professional wrestling. Like I want to talk about it. Oops. Didn't this thing used to move? Doesn't anymore. It used to move, let's be uneven. I guess it doesn't anymore. That's cool. I think someone fixed it. Let's talk about the world of professional wrestling. You and me, we're on right now. I think you all should love and respect the world of professional wrestling. because these guys just bust their ass. These guys and women bust their whole bodies up so they can just entertain you all and do something they love. And the very fact that there are people out there who disrespect the world of professional wrestling, and I can say this so many times in a row. I can say this each and every single episode, but what matters is what you guys think, because but when you think that it's okay when a wrestler gets hurt, it's okay to cheer, it's okay to be happy about it. No, it's not okay to be happy about that. That's just disrespectful to the world of professional wrestling. All right, and the very fact that they have things out there that there are people out there who don't like wrestling, and nobody's going to. I mean, nobody is gonna love it, entirely, besides me or besides the WWE universe. Well, I'm trying to say there are people out there who won't like. Not everybody's gonna like it, is what I meant to say. Not everybody's gonna like it, but I can still educate them about the world of wrestling, professional wrestling, not just sports entertainment, but professional wrestling. By the way, speaking of wrestling, right? There's an Andre the Giant HBO documentary coming out soon, or it's already out, one of the two. And Andre was a good man. He was the 8th wonder of the world, as I said. China was the 9th. Speaking of China, speaking of the Hall of Fame, Jeff Jarrett is going in the Hall of Fame. That's kind of surprising. So he joins Goldberg, the Dudley Boys, Ivory, and the WWE Hall of Fame. I think who's going in next is Bam Bam Bigelow. Let's go over my dream Hall of Fame class of 2019. Let's go over that. Who should I think be inducted in 2019? Not The Undertaker. Although I don't think it's quite done yet. Although I think Kane. You know what? Who should be the top guy? Who should be the number one guy leading the class? Should it be Kane? Should it be... I think Kane should go in. Not the same year as The Undertaker. But I think Kane should go in as the top guy. The female representation of the class of 2019 should be China. So we have Kane, China. The tag team, oh my gosh. The tag team should be, oh my gosh, I don't even know. Let's get back to that. The tag team, I don't even know. You know who I think the tag team could be? Harlem Heat. I don't think, WCW, Booker T and Stevie Ray. I think Booker T's in, but I don't think Stevie Ray's in. So they could do them. So we have Kane, China, Harlem Heat. The wrestler who passed away that should be inducted is the British Bulldog. But I also think they should induct the Hart Foundation. So they could induct, that means they could induct Brian Pillman, Owen Hart, Brett again. So British Bulldog. Okay, let's go over my top class here. My class here of 2019. Kane, China, Harlem Heat, because I don't think they're in yet, and the Hart Foundation. Not the 80s version or the early 90s version of Bret Hart, Jim Neidhart, but they conduct Jimmy Hart too. So okay, Kane, China, Harlem Heat, Hart Foundation, which would consist of Bret Hart, Owen Hart, Brian Pillman, Jim Yanville Neidhart, and is that it? British Bulldog, mentioned him yet? And Jimmy Hart. Okay, so that's that. Who else I think should go in is okay, if China is going in, X-Pac should go in. And it should be one more. I would like one more. maybe one more legend. So Kane's not going to lead the class, okay? What's going to happen in 2019, or what I would like to happen, my dream, is, I guess, for who could lead the Hall of Fame class. Man, who could lead it? I'm trying to think. Well, who's not in yet? Who is not in yet? I'm trying to think. Well, who's not in the Hall of Fame yet? They could always induct The Rock. The Rock. Let's have The Rock be the Hall of Fame class, lead the class of 20, or it could be Batista. I don't think Batista's in yet. By the way, Batista will be coming back soon. He will be. He wants to do a full-time schedule, not part-time. He wants to do full-time. Batista will be back in the coming weeks, maybe before WrestleMania, maybe at WrestleMania. By the way, I'm really looking forward to the Hall of Fame. It's something I look forward to each and every single year. Hearing about the stories. Ric Flair especially. I love that guy. Whoa! Nature Boy! I love Ric Flair. He's awesome. By the way, to all the ladies out there, you don't have to go to Disney World to find Space Mountain. Whoa! Nature Boy! I love that. I love that stuff. You don't have to go to Disney World to find Space Mountain. And the line is long, and it's always open. Whoa! That's for you, Jay. Jay's a good guy. Jay does wrestling from Japan, which you should always also check out. He does that nacho. It's also like a donkey, I think. Such creative stuff from that guy. Jay's a good guy. He does that. He's the donkey, nacho donkey. I think that's hilarious stuff. It's really, really entertaining. He also does wrestling from Japan, which does actual wrestling matches. So you should listen. You should listen or watch both. You should watch both of those. And he does Buckboard Theater, which I think is a nacho show. I don't know. Ask Jay about it. He's some skinny guy who is walks out in town a lot, just picks fights with people. Just kidding. Just kidding. Jay's a good guy. He's a really cool dude, a hip guy, and an awesome dude, as Nikki the Nerd would say. But I just wanted to say that that's my class of 2019 for the Hall of Fame. So, Rock, who probably won't wrestle again, and Kane, China, who are my tag team Harlem Heat, the Hart Foundation, and who else did I say? I think that's all I had. That's what I believe, folks. But they could also have one more wrestler who passed away in the Hall of Fame, who I think should probably be, gosh, I don't even know. Who could they have? Well, you know what? Should I discuss something about? I'm going to discuss something pretty hard to discuss. Should Chris Benoit be in the Hall of Fame? Now, I don't think that it's a hard choice. It's a hard thing to discuss because of what he did, or what he allegedly did. I think there are facts and details about that we don't know. We'll never know. Nobody knows, except Chris. Maybe his family too. I think he should. I'm saying that I think Chris Benoit should be in the Hall of Fame, despite what he did to end his life. Let's take what he did as fact, or what happened as fact, that he actually did kill his wife and his son, and then himself. Which we're going to go more in depth about this in a future episode, but this makes no sense. If you look at the details about what happened, it makes no sense at all. I believe Chris Benoit and his wife and family, wife and kid, were murdered. I believe they were murdered by who? I have no idea, but it was by someone. Kevin Sullivan? I don't know. I don't think so, but I think that there are facts that we don't know about the Chris Benoit case. Speaking of Hall of Fame. And there are things we're never going to know. But I also feel his wrestling career should not be ignored. He did have one hell of a wrestling career. He was the best in the world. CM Punk likes to call himself the best in the world. No. Chris Benoit was the best in the world when he was wrestling. Are you kidding me? The guy was so intense. So good. He was so good at what he did. He loved it. But, I mean, there are also things in professional wrestling that are not so good, like concussions. Now, did Chris Benoit's brain look like a guy, look like someone with dementia? Advanced dementia, like Chris Nowinski, I think said? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think Chris Benoit had dementia or even brain even looked like that because otherwise he couldn't function. He couldn't go to the airport. He couldn't function as a person, as a human being, if his brain really was that messed up. Now, are multiple concussions, do they damage your brain? Yeah, hell yes they do. But I also feel that, and they should be looked at more carefully, like even concussions in football are a big issue. But in the world of professional wrestling, it's always an issue. It's an issue as well, compared with football. So I think that it's not, football and wrestling really aren't that different. I say that because it's really true. It's physical. You tackle people or spear people. In the world of professional wrestling and football, you do that too. Besides, a lot of football players have become professional wrestlers. Steve Mongo McMichael, Goldberg. I think that's all I can really remember at this point. Goldberg was one of the greatest examples. I think even Brock Lesnar went to football after wrestling. Was not good at it, but then went to UFC. Then got diverticulitis in his stomach, so that's not anything good. He fortunately survived that. But is Brock Lesnar headed back to UFC? Probably. What can he accomplish in the WWE now? Not much. But I say if Brock Lesnar leaves, don't come back. We don't really want you back. Because we don't need another part-time WWE Universal or World Champion. We don't need a part-time champ in the WWE. Because my World Champions on this show aren't part-time. They're whole-time. Full-time. And I'm full-time on the Wrestling Hour because I love each and every single one of you, and I will always do my best for you guys because you're just awesome. You're awesome people. Awesome guys. And women. Awesome. So, but I know, back to Chris Benoit concussions. I don't know if Chris Benoit did what he did, but if Jimmy Snuka can kill someone and be in the Hall of Fame, then why can't Chris? So that's how that goes. Yeah, apparently Jimmy Snuka killed someone like 30 years ago or something like that. Jimmy Snuka's gone now. He passed away. But now, I don't know. It's a hard discussion. But I think I'd like to have someone on the show discuss this with me, like Jay and to discuss this with me because he seemed to know a little bit more than I do about concussions. I know they're not a good thing. It's a bruising of the brain is what it is. Multiple concussions can just, it's not anything, good. So, in fact, it's very bad, multiple concussions like that. I know, because in football they're an issue, in wrestling they're an issue. Baseball, I've never heard about that happening, but I guess it's possible. I remember playing a baseball game on the Sega Genesis. Man, that was crap. That was utter crap. I'm surprised that, speaking of video games, a lot of things are blamed for violent actions. Like wrestling is also blamed for that kind of stuff. So I think that if wrestling is going to be blamed, then just don't blame it. Because everyone is responsible for their own actions. If you injure someone by doing a wrestling move or injure yourself, then it's not anything to do with the WWE. Don't try this at home, folks, is what I mean when I say stuff like that. Don't try this at home. It's something that's very, very important advice. They used to do that 10 minutes. We got 10 whole minutes left in this show. So, but, it's just something where don't try this at home. It's a really good set of advice because when you do it at home, even into a pool, I've seen people doing that on YouTube or anything like that. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. But in the final 10 minutes of this show, I like to just remind you, like I have 10,000 other times, how awesome you guys are who watch this show. I do the show for you and for, professional wrestling fans and fans of public access, whatever you're a fan of. If you're a fan of both, that's cool. That's good. But a lot of people don't even know what VCAM is. And that's why I try to inform people. Because what I'm here on VCAM is to inform and educate people about professional wrestling, mainly professional wrestling. I'm also a nerd, and I'm also a superhero. But what allows me to do that is VCAM, public access, community television. So awesome stuff. I'm a very huge supporter of all the hard work VCAM puts into everything that they do all year long, 365, 24/7. So that's what the wrestlers also do, male and female. They always try their best in the world of professional wrestling. So that's how that goes, folks. Hope everyone's having a great day. Hope you enjoyed this episode. And I have it's 8 or 7 minutes left at this point. If you all could do something for me, just be kind to each other. That's something that I've always tried to stress on this show, more so in Stormraiser. Just be kind, be awesome to each other, and if just be cool, and be good to your parents, be good to your family, good to your friends, even be good to Joey of all people. By the way, my mom mentioned something hilarious because we went out to eat on Saturday. And she said my dog's name was Joey. Anyone who knows me knows I had a dog named Joey once. He passed away back in 2015. But he was a Shih Tzu. I love Shih Tzus. They're awesome, loyal creatures. His name was Joey. She said she had a Joe-mance with my dog. It's like a Joe-mance. I thought that was kind of funny. Anyways, that's what I'm all about. Laughing, having fun. And on this show... So I just love you all, and that was much of a rant during this show, but I try my best on this show, and my water's gone. But anyways, guys, I have a few more minutes. I was in too early. But anyways, guys, I think you all are awesome who will watch this show, and I can say that as many times as I please. 5 whole minutes on this show for the rest of time. I don't know what I meant by that, but you know what? I notice I go off topic a lot, and I feel like I didn't this episode, and I like that because. But honestly, there's only so much I can talk about with wrestling. Like I always say, if wrestling were to end tomorrow, I'd still do this show in another couple of years because there's just so much to talk about. By the way, don't miss the Andre the Giant HBO documentary. That's gonna be something to check out. I think it's going to be on YouTube, or you just check out HBO. So maybe on their on-demand service, which I think they have. Not entirely sure, but check out the Andre the Giant documentary. It's something any wrestling fan would really appreciate watching. And if you want to be in the show, again, contact me on Facebook. You know my name by now. Anyone who really watches the show knows my last name. Or contact VCAM at vermontcam.org, or that's really it. I don't have an email for this show anymore because of what happened before. We'll see though. We'll see. I might set up an email, probably not. But anyways, guys, I guess if there's one thing I could tell you, love wrestling, be good, and I hope you all have a great day. And I just thank you for watching this episode. Thank you for watching me for the past 10 years. Hope to see you all again. And I will see you again. Be good.
The Michelin man is chasing me. Woke up this morning, my tires were flat as flat can be, and my friends all laughed. Wanna say I'm being chased by the Michelin man, but they would laugh. There's a motherfucking wrench in his hand. The Michelin man is chasing me. There's blubber